Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com, and this is Adam White. He's a client of mine. Say hello, Adam.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Okay. All right, so Adam was a client that originally came to me 5 years ago, approximately. We kind of argue on the time. I thought it was 5 years ago. He says more. And he took my course, Cracked Female Code, and he was so impressed he came out to do some more training on that. So this is not going to be about that. This is going to be more about the energy healing sessions and the work I do in energy healing. Okay, so let's get it started off with this. I'm going to do my bougie candle, and then I'll let Adam introduce himself in a second. Let's get the bougie going, and you know what? Let's get that white sage going. And I'll introduce Adam.
Hey, so I'll just tell you a little about me. I own a gym in London, personal training studio. Been a trainer for about 18 years now, so quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I have had coaching with Mike, which has been awesome in helping me with my way with clients and stuff like that. And so here I am.
And so we're going to start out. Okay. So I do an amalgamation of different, what would you call them? There's a word for it. I just lost it, but different forms of coaching, training, and healing. So I'm an NLP trainer, master hypnotherapist, master practitioner of timeline therapy, which is a really interesting form of healing. It's one of my go-to things. I'm also certified in Reiki, Huna, pranic healing, and I've been doing energy work for 30 years. I've been doing coaching. One of the things about me, I've coached professional boxers, kickboxers, collegiate wrestlers, high school, and when I say coach them, I don't mean just coach them, but I mean using NLP, hypnosis, consciousness work, and all that good stuff. There's a lot more to me what I do, but today's session, we're going to talk about Adam had a very powerful energy healing experience, and what I would like to preface and let Adam take over from here is Adam has gone to other energy healers before. Adam has gone to Tony Robbins seminars. He's hired other life coaches. He's been to other dating relationship seminars and on and on and on. He is highly impressed with my work. So let's do this. Why don't you tell them what happened? So we were on the phone and I was trying to help Adam calm down. So, all right, let me put this. One of the main things I do with people is emotional healing. Okay. We've done some work with Adam very recently on emotional healing. Adam has made a 180-degree turn from where he was at a few weeks ago. Adam was not only a complete wreck then, but for years, and since I've known Adam, he's just been kind of ping-ponging and, in I would say in a lot of pain, suffering. I mean, that's the whole reason I got into this business. So I was trying to help Adam, bring him down. And I realized Adam was so out there. I was like, we're going to do an energy healing session. I never really talked to Adam about my energy healing side. I think he knew about it, but he never had the experience. I thought, I'm going to blow Adam away. Because, let me end it with this. One of the things that I love to do with my clients is blow their mind again and again and again and again. And I thought, I got one more for Adam, so I'm going to do this. So I did this energy healing. So I'm in California, Adam's in London, and one of the things Adam says, like, well, how are you going to do that? You're not here. I was like, Adam, I don't need to be there. So I'm going to turn it over to you. Take over.
Yeah, I like Mike said, I was on the phone, and he said, I'm going to do some energy healing on you. And I was like, okay. He said, you don't have to stay on the phone. And then within 20-30 minutes, I just lay in bed. I was like, poof, completely out cold. Like, so cold that I went to sleep 9-10 hours, which I never do. I haven't done that in a long, long time, maybe since I was a kid. And I felt amazing when I got up. I felt like a kid. I was daydreaming. I was staring at my ceiling.
Let's do a comparison. Let's do a comparison. So you're explaining the good side of it. What was it like before this? To give them contrast.
The energy healing I had tried before, or do you mean?
No, what were you like before I did the energy? Because I want to give them context, like you were
Oh,
here and now you're here.
yeah. So when we did the session, so Mike did the healing for me because basically I was really a wreck. I was like in a mess over my ex-girlfriend, and I just, yeah, my brain was scattered. I was chaotic. Um, couldn't think clearly. I wasn't calm. Yeah, I was really emotional.
Would you say you were
And
suffering emotionally?
hmm,
Would you say
what's
you were
that?
suffering emotionally?
Yeah, I was in a lot of pain, but also in a lot of confusion,
Mhm.
which isn't fun.
Yeah.
And so when I went to sleep, when Mike did his energy healing, what I found was amazing was I woke up peaceful, like a little kid, completely free, playful, enjoying being myself, comfortable.
Was that your normal way of waking up over the last 20
No,
years?
no. Usually I'd get up
Mhm.
and I would be like, I'd kind of like put pressure on myself to get up. I'd force myself to get up, and it would be kind of like stressy and rushed. And I could never understand like Brian Tracy saying you should get up with enthusiasm. I didn't get that. And this morning was better than even Brian Tracy's idea of, yeah, get up. It was like, I got up and I was like, oh my God, I feel rejuvenated, recharged, peaceful, strong. So it wasn't like a Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, like pump up. It was more like, wow, I feel good. Like just serenity, feeling good, feeling peaceful, feeling comfortable, but also like feeling strong, recharged. And it was amazing. It was amazing contrast. And the other thing, like Mike said, is he's in California, I'm in the UK. I was like, how the hell do you do that? And so I've had energy healing before, and I get that it could be remote, but this was like potent. I've had energy healing before where I felt relaxed and I felt influence and stuff, but this was like on another level. This was like I got knocked the hell out. I woke up really peaceful.
Yeah, one thing I want to point out is the way, because we obviously spoke about this before. He had mentioned like it's like I just got up. It wasn't a battle. It wasn't this conflicting. Okay, get enthusiastic, get out of bed. It was just like wow. It's like, because most people have the brakes on to life. They like most people don't want to get out of bed. They don't want to go to work. They don't want to face their day. They don't want to deal with people because most people are like in this stuck kind of like forehead kind of stuck, what I call stuck energy. And what happened was I opened up his energy. This is what I did. I opened up. I'm going to use I want to use kind of, I don't want to use too technical terms, but I basically opened up his energy field. So there was no resistance. So now you're like, well, just get out of bed. Like, oh, okay. Like it was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was very peaceful, very relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, just amazing feeling. Yeah, it's good.
Now, another thing that Adam shared with me that blew my mind, and it's not something we worked on ever. And remember, this is we've only done that one energy healing session. Adam immediately stopped drinking coffee, black tea, energy pills, energy drinks, which he's been doing for a long time. Okay, when you woke up in the morning, how many cups of coffee did you normally have? About.
So when I was working with, before that energy healing session, I was on a pattern of having like double shot espressos in the morning. And I needed it. It was an addiction. It was like an absolute, like, it wasn't like I could take it or leave it. I absolutely had to have it. And that morning when I woke up, I was like, oh, I don't want to, I literally remember, I was like, I don't want to ruin this energy. This energy is so nice. I felt so good that it was like, I was scared of even eating at one point. I was like, I wanted to eat clean and just nothing to aggravate my mood, my vibe. 'Cause it felt really good.
Yeah. And so I don't know if you've ever tried to stop doing caffeine before, but I've heard stories of people who drink coffee every day for years, and it's like literally after 4 or 5 days, they are just, their stomach's dying. They're some people get burning needles in their legs, like their body physically hurts. They get headaches. Have you ever heard any of this stuff?
Yeah, so I've quit caffeine before,
Mhm.
but it's taken me a lot of willpower, a lot of time. It's taken me up to 6 months sometimes to say I'm going to quit it. It's really difficult, and I've had headaches. I felt boring, like something's changed my personality, stuff like that. Really weird stuff. And like I said, this morning when I had that healing session, I felt like new, like a kid again. Like,
And I'm
yeah,
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, just refreshed, new. I felt like I was 17 again. But it's funny, I've got a lot of reference to being a kid because it was this energy and enthusiasm and almost like an innocence about me that I'd reclaimed. And it wasn't being lost in my sort of chaotic ways of today, I guess, adult life and stuff that we do. And actually, doing that healing with Mike, I kind of think we don't need to. I think we do put chaos on ourselves, and that if you do a session with Mike, you'll know exactly what I mean. You can be a lot more calm, just feel good. And it sounds really simplistic saying that, but when you don't feel good, it's a big deal. It's
Sucks.
easy to say, yeah, it sucks. It's not nice.
Yeah. So Adam, before this, had basically lived with anxiety, like an intense level of anxiety. And what did you say last time we discussed this? You said anxiety takes over your life or destroys you, or what did you do? You remember what you said the first time we tried to do this? You said something about how anxiety just it controls your life, or it takes over.
It just takes you over. Yeah.
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 So I want
Takes
to
over
emphasize.
you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, it takes over you. It's consuming,
Yes, that's what you said. Yeah, it takes over. So here's the thing: we did one session, and okay, so you tell me, how long ago was that session? Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago, or when was it? I know it's been at least 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's been
two to
more.
three weeks. 2 to 3 weeks.
How many
Yeah,
cups of coffee have you had since?
I haven't drunk any coffee.
Zero.
I did start having a bit of green tea because Mike said that would be okay, but I've actually quit green tea now, just recently
Yeah.
because and that was because I was never it the green tea was I thought it was a replacement, but I was looking at my energy and I didn't think it was as good as without. So actually I decided to quit the green tea and um I don't need the caffeine. So that was just literally for me to try it out. So to be honest, I like herbal tea. I like things like um, ginger and lemongrass. Just
Yeah.
normal herbal stuff.
Non-caffeinated.
Yeah, no caffeine.
Yeah. So I mean, we could kind of belabor this more and more, but I guess all I really wanted to do is let people understand, like, okay, the last time we talked about this, you said, how did you say? You said Mike Collin's energy healing is like a nuclear bomb or something like that. Remember that, or atomic bomb? You were comparing it to other people.
Oh, oh, yeah, which is super powerful because, like I said, I've done it before, but I got knocked the fuck out, man. I felt sleepy and gone to bed, but this was just like I called it like the Mike Tyson of energy healing because I was pow out, just yeah. But it was a good feeling though. It's just fantastic feeling. That's the real truth behind it, is the feeling.
Would you say you've? I mean, I can hear it in your voice. I can see it in your whole. Everything's changed. Like your face isn't. You used to be so tight like this all the time. Have you noticed how you've literally flipped? Like not just that those first 2 days, but like from that day to this day, like you're a different. I don't want to say you're a different person, but you don't argue, you don't disagree, you don't get mad. You're just, and your face is relaxed, even though you're holding your head. You're just casual,
I
comfortable.
mean,
Hey man, how's it going? Where before everything was serious and it's like, oh my god, dude, slow down.
I know I'm a different person because I mean, so I've been talking with Mike a little bit before because I reached out to him recently. The thing with me and Mike is originally I did Crack the Female Code, and like every time I like find new stuff out, I'm like, oh my god, Mike told me that. Mike told me that. Oh my god, I get this breakthrough. It's like Mike told me that. So I was like, I reached out to Mike recently because things were. Mike claims I might have been going out with a narcissist in my last relationship, and so I reached out to Mike. I was in hell, and we started talking. And when we started talking, because I've been a fan of his from Crack the Female Code, he was talking to me about relationship stuff. And
you kind of froze up.
Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes you can just talk to Mike, and your energy will calm down. And so I noticed that squirrels and dogs and babies and little girls and guys were literally looking at me. Now, you guys don't really know.
Tell them what happened. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys don't really know me. So for me, that is massive. For a kid to look me in the eyes and smile. I used to be nervous around kids. I didn't like looking at kids. I had a kid in a train. She was with her dad and her little brother. She literally sits down on the train, looks at me, I look at her, and don't forget this is a new me, completely comfortable. She puts her head on my shoulder. She's never met me in her life, and just puts her head there and lies there. And I'm like, okay. And I just let her. And her dad looks at me, I look at her, I smile. And we're just smiling because it's just such a cute moment, you know? And so I've never had stuff like that happen to me. That's changed. I have had women like reaching out to me, you know? Women that, I'm not talking about women that don't know me. I'm talking about if I go to places and I meet people and I meet friends, like those women that have met me will literally reach out to me first. So I say that if that's normal for most people, because that wasn't normal for me.
Yeah, they're feeling okay. So your energy is a lot more calmer now. It's much more grounded. Okay, and so animals, children, women they're gonna want to come up to you, and it's like they want to touch you because they want to feel that comfort. You know, and this is something that I tell men in my Crack the Female Code course. It's like, okay, the difference between my course and all the other courses out there is I don't teach you what to do to her to get her to like you. I teach you how to connect with yourself and become emotionally grounded. Now, those two phrases, men are like, what's he talking about? What's that? And you did when you first came out here. You literally thought I was crazy. Like, what is this gibberish he's talking about? Yeah,
I'm from England. I'm from the UK.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're a little bit like, I don't know, an example, like, just, I don't know what guys in America are like, but I don't know if you're typical or not, but you're very relaxed. But I feel like, no, even in America, guys aren't as chill as you. Anyway, in the UK, guys are really like in their head, and you can feel them staring at you. They're very like
a laser beam
focused, very like stressed, very rushed, very like sometimes, you know, in London I can go to the coffee shop and they're telling you to hurry up and you're like waiting for them.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like waiting for them to set up the price so I can touch the card, and they're so stressed out and hurrying so much that in their head they're doing things really quickly, and they think they're waiting for you, and you're just standing there waiting to pay, and they're looking at you like, hurry up, and you're like, I'm here, I'm waiting.
Right. So all right, we kind of went off track. Let's kind of pull it back. All I'm saying is like Adam literally mentioned how he went out. I don't know if it's a park or where it was. How a squirrel literally ran up to him, stopped, looked up at him like, "Can I climb you?" And the squirrel literally climbed up on him. And was this the next day or 2 days after the energy healing, or when was that?
Um, yeah, just a couple of days after.
Mm.
I mean, the squirrel thing is actually something that's happened to me anyway. It's
Okay.
the thing that was a real change was the kids, babies, little girls, little guys, like literally would look at me and smile like they wanted my attention, which and I was happy. This is the really big part, to have their attention. I was happy to look back at them very peacefully and happy. The old me or the younger version of me would not, I'd feel quite awkward. I wouldn't enjoy it. So I'd look away and it'd be tension. This was like we were reciprocating. So it's amazing energy. And the other difference was with women. And I feel like why I was telling you about London is the other difference is with men, I can notice their energy on me, where I'm actually going about my own day. And then with women, they give you more attention. So it's a very, in fact, you just get more attention from everyone.
Yeah.
All living beings will give you more attention.
It's because you're comfortable. Your energy is more settled and relaxed versus this chaotic anxiety. Nobody wants to be around anxiety and chaos. Or like, oh Jesus Christ, gotta get away from this, right? So, yeah, it's a very comforting energy. And right now, we are, you live in a big city, and people, there's a lot more anxiety and stress and
Um,
chaos going on. So when an energy, a person comes by in that very calm, emotionally grounded energy, it's like literally what I just did. It's like, oh, you just relax and you
really.
want to be next to it. It's comforting.
Mm, yeah, I got a lot. So you get a lot of. It's not that you're looking for it. In fact, it's that it's when I'm comfortable in myself that I get that.
Hmm.
So I'm not actually looking for it. I'm too busy. When I did that energy healing, I was too busy in enjoying that feeling to be
Yeah,
looking for attention.
yeah. That's I can talk about that, but that's a really good thing is enjoying your own space.
Hmm.
Yeah, and so, anyways, so a big thing I've worked with Adam recently is emotional healing to really feel good versus anxiety and stress. Would you say we've succeeded?
Yeah, much. I'm a lot more comfortable in myself.
Mhm.
I like my carpet. I mean, I look at my carpet, and why I say that, that's my new conversation starter when I talk to women. And what I mean by that is I just, I just like the comfort of relaxing in my home. Now,
Wow.
again, you guys don't know me. I'm a person that doesn't do relaxing. I'm
Mhm.
always on my feet. I'm always moving. But through Mike's work, I've learned to chill out. Okay. I never understood what chilling out meant. People would say, "Oh, I'm just chilling out," and I'd literally be like, "What does that involve? I don't understand."
What does it
Um,
mean?
yeah. So yeah, no, I actually truly chill out because in the UK, people don't actually chill out. They just watch TV.
Yeah.
I actually chill out. I'll look at a candle, lie in the bed, lie on the couch, look at my carpet, and I just get rid of any kind of nervousness, any kind of mm, lack of self worth where you're just anxious. And don't forget, this is something that's been quite a problem for me before. And just feel good in my own company.
I think what Adam's talking about is what Jesus says. Got to forget the actual verbiage, but have the mind of a child, or until you become like these children, you shall not enter into through the gates of heaven. Adam is what's called becoming very when he talks about the carpet. It's like just like when you're a kid, you would be fascinated by little patterns or flowers or a ladybug. He's now finally in the present moment. Adam was this external, dissociated, linear, logical being. I mean, man. And he finally flipped that. Now he's like, wow, this is like, there's like all this stuff that I can experience in the real world.
Yeah, you let go of a lot. So I really enjoy my carpet, and that reminds me of when I used to play Star Wars as a kid. I used to put all the models up, and so that's what it is about the carpets. Actually, and the ceiling. I told you about the ceiling. These are childhood behaviors, and they bring an innocence, a letting go of expectation, but almost like a magic. I mean, with clients, for example, they enjoy my company more. They enjoy my space more because I'm not invading them. I'm just letting them be a bit more. Well, first of all, I'm being a lot more agreeable with them. I'm being more at peace with myself so they feel good when they're around me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really good for clients and for work. But I mean, really, the most valuable part is how you feel from within, because when you change what you feel within, that changes everything outside, from relationships, business, everything. So, I mean, yeah, it's basically going from submitting to the external world to knowing that inside you can get everything that you want in even probably a better way than you tried to push it to be.
Yeah, so instead of doing push, it's more of open up and receive. Yep, and allowing things to fall into place.
And there's a sense of wonder, a sense of curiosity, a sense of fascination, because it's like, in which package, in which delivery is it going to come? I'm just kind of waiting, and let's see how it unfolds. It's like a gift. You don't know what's in it.
Yeah, life becomes a gift every day, like something new, surprise, a new opening. Whoa, what's this? Like, whoa. So Adam, you know what? Let's throw it into this session. Adam, I can assure you that Adam has had absolute life-changing, mind-blowing experiences with me. And one of the first ones, and I'm going to let Adam talk about it, was we went to a restaurant. It's called BJ's. It's an American-style burger, hamburgers, chicken salads, all kinds. I don't know how to. There's a name for that style, but it's a big restaurant, and I mean big. It's super tall ceilings, big that way, all the way over this way.
Yeah.
And so we had sat down, and I'll let you take over after I do this. Adam had mentioned, like, God, it's really loud here, because there was 150 plus people. Yeah. There was a lot of people, plus the waiters and waitresses, and dropping stuff, and yelling in the kitchen. It was loud, and children, it was really. And Adam was, wow, it's kind of loud here. And I had said, oh, would you like me to turn it down? And
I remember that. So what happened? It was crazy. I could hear kids screaming. I could hear like plates smashing everywhere. I was like, what's going on in this place? It's like, it's insane, right? And then Mike looks at me, he's like, would you like me to turn that down? And I'm like, looking at him like, what does he think it is? A fucking radio station or something? And then I was like, yeah, sure. And he just looks at me, well, actually kind of through and past me. I don't know. It's like, there's this very like calm eye. All I can say is his eyes kind of dilated. And then suddenly, the frequency of the room, I know this sounds crazy, but like, at first I was like, it's just by chance. It just lowered down, and it came to this stillness. And then the whole room was, I mean, quiet. If I dropped a coin or my keys on the floor, you would hear that. It was pitch silent. And, do you want to carry on with the rest of the story, or should I carry on?
You're doing good.
So like, I think Mike just was like, do you want me to put the volume back on? And I'm like, I don't know if he said exactly that. I think it was something like that.
No, because what it was I could see in your eyes. Okay, so what happened was, it is literally, and then I'm going to explain to the way Adam said it to me before we talked this. It was like this thing dropped down, and I think you said you could feel it, and then expanded out. Is that what you said last time?
Yeah, it was kind of, it was like a sonar energy, just like,
and it expanded out, and it was waves. And as my energy went out, it silenced the entire restaurant, literally, to where you could hear a pin drop. And I'm not joking. It was, and if I don't know if you were looking around, but a few people were like,
confused.
What the hell? Why is it so
Well,
quiet? Like, what happened? And so
was too
I looked
busy.
at Adam's. What's that? Go ahead.
I was too busy being confused myself.
Yeah. So I looked at Adam, and I could tell he was thinking, it's just a coincidence. And he didn't say it, but I could tell, like, it's a coincidence that just happened exact same time he did it. And I go, oh, okay. So you think it's coincidence? So do you want me to turn it back up? And he looked at me like, what? And
Actually, I was like, no, he's fucking crazy, man. He didn't do that.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, because, I'd never met Mike. And then he did it again, and he did it again and again and again, multiple times. It was like
dropping it down. Go ahead.
4 or 5 times. It was getting loud, then he'd drop it down. And I was just like, oh my God. When the penny dropped, as in when it clicked, I was like, oh, holy shit. He's literally lowering the frequency of the room.
Yeah. And so I do it with almost anyone I go out to dinner with. They love it. And I did it with Adam. We went to like a Chipotle. It was a burrito shop one day. Then we went to P.F. Chang's one day. And I did it every place because I knew he still had kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's coincidence. And I was like, do you want me to do it again? All right.
We went to a Chinese restaurant once, and this girl started skipping along the restaurant, so happy to serve us. I was like, wow. What's going on, man? She's literally skipping past the tables to get back to us to serve us. I was like, wow, she's happy.
Yeah.
I just think that it could help with regulating your sleep. It could help you to feel peaceful. It could help reset. It could help with addictions. And I just think it's an amazing thing to do. And I loved it. And it's just a blissful feeling, Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much it. So thank you.
So would you, for the emotional healing side of that, would you not only the energy healing, but the emotional healing, would you highly recommend me to people?
Yeah, here's the other thing. Like, I keep forgetting that because, when you feel bad and then you feel good, you don't think about feeling bad. So I keep forgetting that I actually was in a terrible state at the time. So that's another thing is like, if you're in a terrible state, this can really help a lot because even if you're in a bad state, but the thing is, you don't know you're in a terrible state. So sometimes it's like if you have a sense of being stuck in some subject or situation, it's a really good thing to check out with Mike because you're in it, so you don't realize that this is happening to you. Like I completely forgot how bad a state I was in, and
because you lived there for decades.
Yeah, so now I feel good, and it's easy to say that because I'm feeling it. So yeah, it was a massive shift in my emotion. Yeah.
So what I want to leave with you is, if you are going through a really emotionally stressful time, such as a breakup, a divorce, or who knows, if you need help, you can be anywhere in the world. We can connect through WhatsApp, all the other stuff. I can talk you down. And so when I'm talking to you, I will also be using my energy to guide your energy to become emotionally grounded. Okay. There's a lot of times when I didn't do energy healing with Adam, but we've talked on the phone and I did use my energy and you were just, and I just dropped you all the way down and I feel good. I slept like a baby, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, this is Mike Kollin, MIKE, KOLLIN.com. I'm an elite dating and relationship coach. I'm a personal development coach, life coach. I'm a certified NLP trainer, master hypnotherapist, master practitioner, timeline therapy, Reiki, Huna, pranic healing, consciousness coaching. And there's some other things that I also do. I just want to say thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed this session. And anything you want to say? You want to say goodbye?
No, I just want to say thanks for watching and thanks, Mike, for everything you've helped me with so far. And yeah, peace. Good times.